So better I will just share my screen without wasting much of our time. So in that case, you people just let me know, is my screen visible and audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So just give me 1 minute so that I can set everything and then we will just start. Okay, all right. So let's see. Some students might be first for this class. Some students might be previously on first day we people have attended. But in short, again, I will revise what I have done so far. So in previous lecture, we people have talked about what is our subject. Our subject name is communication skills. So this subject is for semester first. So in first semester, we people will be learning about what is communication skills, why we people have to study. So that is again course objectives I am going to revise. की काय शिकायचं communication skills काय शिकायचं that I'm going to just tell you people. In short, I will revise. काय शिकायचं? First of all, that to make students understand English grammar and its application. So you might be having an idea that all of us, we people have been studying English grammar. When you people were in 5th standard, 10th standard, 12th standard, you people might have studied English grammar. But its application, have you applied that whatever grammar you have studied, active voice, passive voice, tenses, we have not applied it in our communication. So therefore, whatever grammar that you know, you have to use this grammar for communication, for speaking with other people also. Okay. Then next one is that काय शिकायचं communication skills to develop writing skills among us students. So after learning communication skills, you people will be going to develop your writing skills. You are going to write some sentences, some paragraphs, some maybe essays, and many more things will be there that you are going to write. So it is not important only speak, not only important oral communication, but written communication is equally important. Why written communication is equally important? Because when you people will complete your graduation and you will go in the industry, you will work in a company or you will do a job simply. That time you are expected to write some reports, you are expected to write emails, you are expected to write notices, agendas and memos and number of documents, letters, different kinds of letters that you are expected to write, and therefore you people have to develop your writing skills also. Okay. Then next thing is that to develop and enhance oral communication skills. So I just told you people that we people have to develop our written skills. In the same way, now oral communication is also important. Why oral communication is important? Because you people are going to communicate with number of people. When you are here in the campus, that time you are going to talk with your friends, you're going to talk with your teachers, you're going to talk with maybe any of the faculties which are there in the campus. So as far as student, you may not be just having any compulsion that you have to speak in English. But see, if you are going to become an employee, you're working in a multinational company. So that time it is expected that you have to communicate with your colleagues in English only. There you cannot just use your mother tongue. If you are familiar with any other colleague and he is from your same background, that time you can talk it privately, but not a job or whatever work you are doing that you cannot discuss in your mother tongue. There you people have to use English only. So apart from that, for appearing for an interview, taking part in group discussion, if you're going to participate in speech competition, so that time you people have to use oral communication, and therefore you have to develop your oral communication as well. Okay, then next my question is same, that why we people have to study communication skills. काय शिकायचं communication skills? तर पुढचं रिझन आपल्याला इथं मिळू शकतं की टू नर्चर रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेन्शन. So we are going to nurture. What do you mean by nurture? To develop, similar to develop. Okay, so you have to note down the words which are new to you. तुम्ही सगळेजण पेन आणि पेपर, ऍटलिस्ट नोटबुक आहे का प्रत्येकाकडे जवळ सोबत?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
If you find, okay, all right. If you find that the nurture, word nurture, I don't know the meaning of nurture. In that case, काय करायचं मग? तसंच जायचं का पुढं? नाही. Immediately you people have to note it down. नर्चर हा शब्द माझ्यासाठी नवीन आहे, मी यापूर्वी ऐकलाच नाही. किंवा नर्चर मी यापूर्वी कुठेतरी ऐकला होता, पण त्याचा अर्थ मी लिहून घेतलेला नाहीये. So in that case, what you have to do? You have to note this word in your notebook. And then afterwards, you people have to search its meaning. प्रत्येकाने मोबाईलमध्ये एक ऑफलाईन डिक्शनरी, इंग्लिश डिक्शनरी डाउनलोड करून ठेवायची आहे. दॅट शुड बी इंग्लिश. शक्यतो डिक्शनरी रेफर करताना कुठली डिक्शनरी रेफर करायचे? इंग्लिश टू इंग्लिश डिक्शनरी रेफर करायचे. अँड तरी पण अर्थ कळतच नसेल तर मग मराठीतला अर्थ शोधायचा आहे. ओके, सो टू नर्चर मीन्स टू डेव्हलप रीडिंग अँड कॉम्प्रिहेन्शन स्किल्स ऑफ द स्टुडंट्स. In this case, you people have to read. I don't think that there will be problem for reading. But reading, it is not expected that to just pronounce sounds of words. फक्त mere असं वाचन अपेक्षित नाहीये. बऱ्याच विद्यार्थ्यांचं मागच्या लेक्चरमध्ये सुद्धा आय ऑल्सो मेन्शन्ड द सेम की पीपल आर एबल टू रीड, वाचता येते, बट दे आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टँड. डिफिकल्टी इज विथ अंडरस्टँडिंग, and so therefore we people have to read as well as people have to comprehend. Comprehend means to understand. Comprehension skills of the students, and for that we people have to study communication skills. Okay, then next question, same question I'm going to ask, that why we people have to study communication skills. का शिकायचं communication skills? To prepare students for professional written communication. वरती पण इतर रायटिंग स्किल होतं आणि प्रोफेशनल रिटर्न कम्युनिकेशन आहे. दोन घटक जरी वेगळे असले तर दे आर सिमिलर, पण प्रोफेशनल रिटर्न कम्युनिकेशन इट कन्सिस्ट ऑफ डिफरंट फॉर्मल डॉक्युमेंट, सो विच यू पीपल विल बी युझिंग ऍट युअर वर्क प्लेस. कामाच्या ठिकाणी वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे जे डॉक्युमेंट्स वापरले जातात, दॅट विल बी इन्व्हॉल्व इन दिस प्रोफेशनल रिटर्न कम्युनिकेशन. मग त्यामध्ये काय येतं? नोटिसेस. So different kinds of notices you need to prepare. Suppose that you're working as a manager, then you have to prepare some kind of notices. Maybe you are going to prepare some agenda, you're going to prepare some memos, or you're going to write reports. वेगवेगळे reports तयार करावे लागतील. You are expected to write letters also. So in that case, you people have to develop your professional written communication. And then last point from this slide, it says that to prepare students for competitive exams with focus on verbal ability. आणि या अनुषंगानं, या सगळ्या गोष्टींच्या अनुषंगानं additionally we people are going to prepare ourselves for competitive exams also. Competitive exams like GATE, competitive exams like MPSC, UPSC will be there, of course. Apart from that, SSC, apart from GRE, GMAT, TOEFL, IELTS, number of competitive exams will be there, where there is a definitely question based on this verbal ability. So verbal ability, what kind of questions are there in verbal ability? In verbal ability, questions are asked like synonyms, antonyms, maybe sometimes prefixes, suffixes, sometimes analogy. म्हणजे दोन शब्द दिलेत बघा, दोन शब्द, एका त्या दोन शब्दांमध्ये एक सिमिलर रिलेशनशिप असतं आणि तिसरा शब्द दिलेला असतो आणि चौथा शब्द तुम्हाला शोधायचा आहे, त्याच्या खाली पर्याय दिलेले असतात. तर पहिल्या दोन्हीमधलं रिलेशनशिप जसं आहे तसंच रिलेशनशिप मध्ये तिसऱ्या आणि चौथ्या शब्दामध्ये शोधायचं आणि तो ऑप्शन चूज करायचा. किंवा मे बी ऑड मॅन आउट असू शकतो किंवा कुठल्या प्रकारचा क्वेश्चन असू शकतो, बट इट इज बेस्ड ऑन वर्बल ॲबिलिटी क्वेश्चन्स. सो वी आर गोइंग टू प्रिपेअर फॉर दिस ऑल्सो. So that's why we people are going to learn communication skills. So is it clear? कळते का? कुणाला काय अडचण आहे का?
No,
No, sir.
no, sir.
ओके, फाईन, ऑल राईट, गुड. जर एखाद्याला कळत नसेल तर त्यांनी मला तसं सांगायचं आहे. यू कॅन मेसेज मी, चॅटबॉक्स मध्ये सांगू शकता किंवा अनम्यूट करून सुद्धा सांगू शकता. कुणाला ऐकता येत नाही, आवाज येत नाही किंवा इतर काही इश्यू असतील ते पण तुम्ही मला सांगू शकता. ओके, सो विथ दिस वी आर गोइंग टू मूव्ह टुवर्ड्स द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. इफ these are the some objectives. काय शिकायचं? Objectives. These are the reasons you may consider. These are the various kinds of targets you may consider. आपल्याला कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स काय शिकायचं ते. So we will be on next slide. Outcomes I'm not going to explain much. जे आपले कोर्स ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह होते त्याच्याशी सिमिलरच आपले आउटकम असणार आहेत. जे आपण टार्गेट सेट केलेला आहे तर त्याचा आउटकम सुद्धा त्यानुसारच असणार आहे. म्हणजे जर तुम्ही कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स जर शिकला असाल तर तुम्हाला काय काय करता येणार आहे? यू विल बी एबल टू फ्रेम ग्रामॅटिकली करेक्ट सेंटेन्सेस फॉर डे टू डे कम्युनिकेशन. Very important it is that, and this communication you people have to implement in your day-to-day life. Okay, so henceforth all you people are going to prepare yourself for English communication. Then numerous appropriate words and sentences in written communication. वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे वाक्य शब्द तुम्हाला तुमच्या रायटिंग मध्ये तुमच्या स्पीकिंग मध्ये आणायचे आहेत. Demonstrate effective oral communication skills with in various situations. You're going to come across with number of situations when you will be in different situations. Maybe you are in college. So in college you are going to go into the library and you are going to take a book. So there will be some communication between you and the librarian. So you want to borrow a book. So you have some card and you're going to give it card to the librarian. Librarian is going to ask you which book do you want, and you're going to tell the name of book. I want book Wings of Fire by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and then something. I'm just explaining a situation. So such kind of situations will be there, and you have to go through such situations, and you have to develop your oral communication. So I'd like to suggest Abhijit, roll number A55. Will you please mute your mic? Okay, all right. Then after studying communication skills, you will be able to read, you'll be able to comprehend, you'll be able to answer the questions which are based on a passage. Okay, so similar that you people might have studied in 10th standard, there were unseen passages, you people were reading passage and you're answering the questions which are asked on that passage. Similarly, you might have experienced the same in the 12th standard also, that there were unseen passages and you are reading it and you are answering. Maybe for 5 marks, 10 marks, such kinds of passages were there and you people were answering them. Here also, you people will get some passages that you people have to read it very carefully. You have to understand its theme, you have to understand its meaning, and you people are going to answer some questions which are based on that passage. Then after studying communication skills, you will be able to draft letters. What type of letters? Letters which are business letters, something like inquiry letter, letters like order letter, letters like complaint letter, letters like job application letter. Such kind of letters you are able to write. You're able to write emails. Henceforth, you people have to remember that all sort of communication takes place with the help of emails only and not any other means, because emails is one of the fastest means of communication. So everybody these days uses emails, and in companies also, in each and every company that you are going to work, their communication takes place through the emails. So we should know how to write a proper email. So who will be there in two, what is CC, what is BCC, what is subject line, how to greet, how it should be in beginning, how to develop body of your email, and how it should close, how you can attach files, how you can attach photos, videos, any Word file, Excel file, and PDF files to your emails. So everything will be there in emails. Then next, you will be able to write paragraphs. So you'll be given a topic that might be saying that write a topic on pollution or something like that. I'm just giving an example: pollution, global warming, corruption, or technology, and so many topics will be there. So after reading that paragraph title, you are able to write a paragraph on that topic, or similar like essay also. So you'll be given some kinds of topics there. You are going to write an essay. Okay. But while writing, you people have to think about appropriate content and context. So what is content? So what ideas and thoughts you're going to put, and in that particular topic, it should be relevant to that topic. So that is context. Okay. And the last outcome, it will be verbal ability questions you will be able to solve in various kinds of exams, not only competitive exams, but see, after completion of your graduation or when you will be in your final year, BTech final year, that time you are going to appear for various kinds of placements. Okay, so in placements first round, generally number of companies they conduct aptitude test. So in that aptitude test, some questions are based on verbal ability, some questions are based on different kinds of aptitude chapters like mathematics or your verbal ability like trains, clock, uh, interest, simple interest, compound interest, or the tank and taps. Such kind of problems will be there that you people have to solve. So that is related to mathematics, but some questions are based on verbal ability where you people have to answer based on synonyms, antonyms, something like that. So that you are going to prepare for your competitive exams. Okay, so let's move towards the next slide, and next slide will be of our syllabus. So I request all students you just start writing syllabus. So next slide, it is about unit number 1. It says English grammar. So start writing. I will explain it, and simultaneously you people will be writing. So unit number 1, it says English grammar, and in English grammar there will be 1.1. So 1.1 will be of different topics. So first of all, there will be articles. So articles will be like a or an and the. So these are the articles that are used in English language that you people have to remember how we can use articles correctly. Sometimes we get confused where there will be article a or where there will be article and or article the you are going to use. So therefore, we have to ensure I'm going to use articles correctly. Then next one is nouns. We are going to study nouns. I think that you might have studied it number of times. Okay, so somebody of you let me know की इज इट ओके म्हणजे मराठीमध्ये मध्ये सांगायची गरज आहे का? जर असेल तर somebody say yes मेसेज करू शकता किंवा मला सांगू शकता की मी बोललेलं कळतंय किंवा इंग्लिश आहे किंवा स्पीड जास्त होतंय असं असेल तर मला सांगा. इज इट ओके?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके फॉर एव्हरीबडी. येस, प्रसाद ऑल्सो सेइंग येस. ऑल राईट. जर कुणाला कळत नसेल तर त्यांनी डोंट बी शाय, डोंट बी अफ्रेड, से सर वी आर नॉट गेटिंग यू, सर स्पीड जास्त आहे, सर कळत नाहीये, इंग्लिश कळत नाहीये. दॅट ऑल्सो यू कॅन जस्ट टेल. आय विल ट्राय टू मेक इट मोर सिम्पल. I will try to make you understand each and everything. Okay, so all right. So you will be studying about nouns. What are nouns and their types? Very simple. Again, that you people might have studied number of times these things. The next one is pronouns. So you people will be studying about pronouns that I, we, you, he, she, it, they. So these are the some pronouns and their other forms also we will be studying in details when you are going to study it in regular class. Okay, then next one is verbs. So verb is very important part of sentence. Without verb, you cannot make sentences. So that verb we are going to study, and this verb will be of two types. That one is main verb and another is helping verb. Again, in helping verb, we people have two types, and that two types we are going to study here. One is modal auxiliary verbs. Okay. So in modal auxiliary verbs, you people will be studying about shall, will, can, could, may, might, must, need to, dare to, used to. These are some of the modal auxiliary verbs. They have their own meaning, and we are going to study why we people have to study modal auxiliaries. When we people can use may, and what does it mean? When we people can use can, and what does it mean? When we people can use must, and what does it mean? Okay. So then next we people will be studying about primary auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary and primary auxiliary. These are two types of helping verbs. The primary auxiliary मध्ये we people will be studying about helping verbs which are like am, is, are, was, were, do, does, did, have, has, had. So these are the helping verbs that we people use to make sentences. आणि मग वेगवेगळ्या टेन्स मध्ये वेगवेगळे सहाय्यकारी क्रियापद आपण वापरतो. एम इज आर प्रेझेंट टेन्स मध्ये वापरतो. हॅव हॅज प्रेझेंट टेन्स मध्ये वापरतो. मे बी डू डज प्रेझेंट टेन्स मध्ये वापरतो. वॉज वेअर भूतकाळामध्ये, हॅड भूतकाळामध्ये, डीड भूतकाळामध्ये. सो ऍज पर देअर रिक्वायरमेंट वी पीपल विल लर्न हाऊ वी कॅन यूज हेल्पिंग वर्ब. बऱ्याच जणांना कन्फ्युजन असतं. हॅव वापरायचं, हॅज वापरायचं, डू डज कधी येतं, डीड कधी वापरायचंय. And number of questions will be there. So everything will be cleared when we people will be studying about verbs. Then next topic that we people will be studying, it is about tenses. Very important topic, and all you people have to be very clear about the study of tenses, that you're not going to have any confusion about use of tense. Okay. So present tense, past tense, future tense, and their uses or their subtypes, that everything will be studied and their use also. Okay. So I would like to tell you people regarding attendance. All you people mention your only roll numbers. Don't write your names. ज्यांना रोल नंबर मिळालेला नाहीये तेच फक्त काय करणार आहे, त्यांचं नाव टाकणार आहे. बाकी सगळी लोक काय करणार, चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये ए त्यानंतर तुमचा जो काही रोल नंबर असेल तो असं टाकायचं. आणि ते टाकत असताना कुठल्याही प्रकारचा स्पेस वगैरे द्यायचा नाही. ए मध्ये स्पेस द्यायचा नाही. ए आणि रोल नंबर जो काही असेल तो व्यवस्थित टाकायचा. ओके. सो दॅट वॉज अबाउट टेन्सेस. अँड हॅव यू कम्प्लिटेड रायटिंग 1.1 लिहून झालं का? युनिट नंबर 1 इंग्लिश ग्रामर 1.1 लिहिलंय का सर्वांनी? ओके, फाईन. ओके, गुड.
Yes,
Then
sir.
we'll good. All right. We'll go to the next slide now. And next slide says it is 1.2. We are going to continue English grammar here also. And in this, we people will be studying about adjectives. Okay. So in adjectives, you people will be learning what is adjective and its types. Okay. So sometimes we need to describe. Suppose if I ask you, you have to describe your village. Okay. So if you're going to describe your village, you're going to say big village, small village, clean village. Okay. So you're going to add different kinds of word before village. And that word is going to tell more information about your village. And that's why these are called adjectives. And there are certain types of adjectives that we people will be using them. Then next we people will be talking about adverbs also. So as adjectives describe a noun, adverbs describe verbs. Okay, so they tell more information about when an action takes place, how does it take place, where does it take place, and that's why we people get different kinds of types of adverbs, like adverbs of place, adverbs of time, adverbs of manner, adverbs of frequency, something like that. Okay, so when we will be studying, we will take it down in details. प्रत्येक गोष्ट आपण नंतर डिटेल्स मध्ये शिकणार आहे. आता फक्त तुम्हाला काय जेवढं इथं स्क्रीनवरती दिसतंय तेवढंच समजून घ्यायचं आणि लक्षात पण घ्यायचंय. Then next will be prepositions. In prepositions, we people are going to learn what are prepositions and how do we use. Okay, if there is a sentence and it says the book is the table. Okay, so from that you are not going to understand anything. Okay, so if I say the sentence like this, the book is table. Okay, I will send this sentence into chat box. From this sentence, we are not going to understand anything. Okay, so I think that I forgot to send it to everybody. It went to only Purva. So let it be. Don't pay attention to that chat box. I will talk. So the book is the table. From that, we are not understanding anything. We will understand if the complete sentence is like this. The book is on the table. So here, until and unless I'm not using on, that time we are not getting the complete meaning of sentence. So therefore, preposition plays very important role to give a complete sense of meaning. So prepositions will be like this: in, on, upon, into, over, under, above, around, something like this. So we'll be studying about prepositions. Then we will be studying about conjunctions also. Okay, so conjunctions plays important role to join two parts, two sentences, two clauses, two words together, and we can add number of other words and sentences to add information to the topic. Okay, so therefore it is important to understand what are conjunctions and how we can use them, like and, or, but. Maybe you can use because, either or, neither nor, and many more conjunctions will be there. So we'll be learning about them. Okay, so I hope that you might have written 1.2 also. After that, we are going to move towards the next slide. Next slide is also about English grammar. It is 1.3. And in 1.3, we people will be learning about idioms and phrases. So what are idioms? What are phrases? If you are new for this word idioms, you just note it down and try to find out the meaning of idioms. See, in our mother tongue, we people have idioms and phrases. Okay. So in English also, there are some idioms and phrases. In Marathi, I would like to tell you, म्हणी आणि वाक्यप्रचार जे असतात, that kind of meaning we people have to take from idioms and phrases. Okay. So we people will learn about them. The next one is cliches. So cliches is also a type of phrase where the particular phrase is used a number of times and its original meaning has lost. एखादी अशी फ्रेज असते की त्याचा वापर इतक्या वेळा केला जातो की जो मूळ अर्थ आहे तो मूळ अर्थच नाहीसा झालेला असतो. सो दॅट काइंड ऑफ क्लिचेस विल बी देअर इन इंग्लिश दॅट वी पीपल आर गोइंग टू लर्न अबाउट. देन प्रणाली मिसाळ. प्लीज म्यूट युअर माइक. Pranali. Okay, fine. Then next is redundancies. Again, this might be new to you. Better you can search in the internet what is redundancies. You can search in the dictionary. Wherever you are going to get difficult, I'm going to explain. But wherever you are going to get difficulty, you people have to understand until you're not clear with. So redundancies means the words which are used twice or thrice to tell the same meaning. एकच गोष्ट सांगण्यासाठी दोन दोन शब्दांचा सिमिलर मिनिंग किंवा त्याच प्रकारच्या शब्दांचा वापर केला जातो, पुनरावृत्ती केली जाते. सो दॅट इज रिडंडन्सी. सो रिटर्न बॅक. सो रिटर्न बॅक, रिटर्न मीन्स कमिंग बॅक. सो देर इज नो नीड टू यूज additional word back. So such kind of words will be there. I will give more examples when people will be learning about redundancies and cliches. That time you will get it very clear how redundancies are there. We people use knowingly or sometimes unknowingly also. We people use redundancies. All right. So all that it is about unit number 1. Have you finished writing? Unit number 1 complete झालं का लिहून?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Thank you. So let's go to unit number 2 now. Okay, thank you. So unit number 2, it is vocabulary. Write down this. Unit number 2, vocabulary. So in this unit, what we will be learning? We will be learning about words. So vocabulary, it will be related with the words, different kinds of words and their meanings. So see, vocabulary plays very important role in your communication. If you know number of words, if you know much vocabulary, then it helps you to understand the language. इंग्लिश मधले तुम्हाला जेवढे जास्तीत जास्त शब्द माहिती असतील तेवढं तुम्हाला इंग्लिश समजण्यासाठी आणि बोलण्यासाठी सोपं पडतं. पण if you are not knowing much words, if you are not knowing much words, then your people will be in difficulty to understand English and to write English. So therefore, we people are going to develop our vocabulary. We are going to increase our vocabulary collection of words. आणि मग बघा, you people will know plenty of words. इंग्लिश मधले तुम्हाला सगळे शब्द, बरेचसे शब्द माहिती असतील, सगळे नाही पण बरेचसे शब्द तुम्हाला माहिती असतात. आणि शब्द असे असतात की ऍक्टिव्ह व्होकॅब्युलरी आणि पॅसिव्ह व्होकॅब्युलरी अशा 2 टर्म्स असतात. ऍक्टिव्ह व्होकॅब्युलरी मध्ये काय असतं की मला असे शब्द ज्याचा अर्थ पण माहिती आणि मी ते वाचलं की मला कळतात आणि मी लिहू शकतो आणि बोलू पण शकतो. दॅट काइंड ऑफ वर्ड्स आर इनटू ऍक्टिव्ह व्होकॅब्युलरी. आणि दुसरी असते पॅसिव्ह व्होकॅब्युलरी. तर पॅसिव्ह व्होकॅब्युलरी मध्ये काय येतं बघा, असे शब्द असतात की जे माझ्या बॅक ऑफ माइंड मध्ये असतात आणि इमिजिएटली आय डोंट रिमेंबर देम, पण जर असं कॉन्टेक्स्ट मध्ये आले किंवा वाचताना ते कॉन्टेक्स्ट मध्ये आले तर मला त्याचा अर्थ नंतर लक्षात येतो की हा शब्द मला माहिती आहे आणि त्याचा मिनिंग असा असा आहे, तर थोडासा संदर्भ लागतो. सो इन दॅट केस दॅट इज पॅसिव्ह व्होकॅब्युलरी. तर वी पीपल नीड टू ब्रिंग दॅट पॅसिव्ह व्होकॅब्युलरी इंटू ऍक्टिव्ह व्होकॅब्युलरी. जास्तीत जास्त माहिती असलेले शब्द आपल्या वापरामध्ये आपण आणले पाहिजेत, बोलण्यामध्ये आणि लिहिण्यामध्ये. Okay, so in vocabulary, we people will be studying about synonyms and antonyms. Very simple topic from first standard to maybe till your graduation. You people will be studying about these things. Synonyms, same meaning words, samanarthi shabd. Antonyms, opposite meaning words, viruddharthi shabd. Then next one will be prefixes and suffixes. So I'd like to tell you what is these prefixes and suffixes. Here, you people have to understand if the word is there, words are formed in different ways. Okay. Words are formed in different ways. So in chat box, if I just type international, this is a word, and this word is made of prefixes as well as suffixes also. Okay. So what is prefix here? If you see inter, this is different. Okay. And if you see nation, this is also different word. Different means we can separate them. Then at the end you will find there is AL also. Okay. So inter, nation and AL, that three things make it international. So root word is nation. Okay. So here inter is prefix and AL is suffix. शब्दाच्या पूर्वी जे येतो ते प्रिफिक्स असतो आणि शब्दाच्या शेवटी येतं ते सफिक्स असतं. So this way you'll find there are number of words which are carrying prefixes and suffix. Likewise, information, there is TION, MENT, NESS, ED, ING. These are some of the suffixes that we people use while preparing words. And there are some prefixes like D, dis, or pre, or poly, or inter. Some are the prefixes that we people use for making words. Okay. So this way we people have to work on vocabulary, and yes, on also Prasad, you're right. Okay. So we people will be increasing vocabulary, and this is going to help us if we are going to prepare for verbal ability. शेवटचा जो आपलं ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह होतं बघा, की आपण अशाच कॉम्पिटेटिव्ह एक्झामसाठी प्रिपेअर करतो, त्या अशा प्रकारचे क्वेश्चन्स आपल्याला त्यामध्ये काय करावे लागतात, सॉल्व्ह करायचे असतात. Okay, so as last 1 or 2 minutes are left, we will stop here, and remaining part will continue in next class. पुढच्या आठवड्यामध्ये आपलं ज्यावेळेस लेक्चर असेल त्यावेळेस आपण पूर्ण करणार आहोत, राहिलेला पार्ट आहे तो. तोपर्यंत ज्यांनी कोणी अटेंडन्स टाकलेली नसेल त्या सर्वांनी काय करायचं आहे, अटेंडन्स टाकायची आहे. Meanwhile, I will take attendance from screenshot also. So if anything, you just mention it in chat box. ओके. सो तुम्हाला काय सांगायचं सजेशन्स आहेत काही किंवा अजून इतर काही असेल तर यू मे आस्क. लास्ट 1 मिनिट आहे. लास्टच्या 1 मिनिट मध्ये ऍट एनी मोमेंट विल गेट डिस्कनेक्टेड. झूम ऍप्लिकेशन जे आपण वापरतो त्यामध्ये 40 मिनिटचा स्पॅन असतो. तर 40 मिनिटानंतर आपण सगळे डिस्कनेक्ट होणार आहोत. तर तत्पूर्वी शेवटच्या मिनिटामध्ये कुणाला काही सांगायचं असेल, बोलायचं असेल तर तुम्ही सांगू शकता, विचारू शकता. येस प्रतीक. ओके, ऑल राईट. म्हणजे कुणाची काही शंका नाहीये, कुणाला काही अडचण नाहीये. प्रत्येक जण त्यांना कोणाला रोल नंबर नसते मिळाले, पीपल जस्ट गेट इट. आय विल स्टॉप शेअरिंग द स्क्रीन नाव. Okay, thank you all